Do we need an intro song? What could we do here?
Oh.
I can't think of anything like related to Claire that would be a good intro song. There's Borderlands and GTA. Borderlands, we could do the Madonna song and change. Is it borderline to Borderlands? Keep on pushing my love over the borderlands.
Over the borderland.
I changed more, but I honestly don't know any other lyrics to that song.
As long as we're recording, let's keep it.
All right, we were recording, so what's up, everybody?
Thank
Welcome
God.
to another Flock of Geeks Gaming. I am your host, Castor, and with me, as always, is Defense.
Hello, everybody.
So this is the big Claire show. We're going to go heavy spoilers. We have some news before that. We got Xbox being the worst. The GTA trailer. Borderlands had like a 25-minute thing they did. We can react to that. And then you wanted to talk. What was the game again?
Marathon versus Arc Raiders. It's like the opposing extraction shooter that's coming out. So.
Yeah, I did finally check out some stuff on Marathon, and I was like, this just does not look like a game for me. So, and then we're going to have...
It looks like a complete mess, so I'm excited to talk.
Yeah, and then we're going to have some Death Stranding stuff. So I think we should start with Xbox because, you know, poor Microsoft, they just don't have any money. They're only a $3 trillion company, and they're taking Nintendo's cue and they're raising their prices.
Oh, what a bunch of bastards! Seriously, dude. I mean, it's like, of course they're gonna do it. You know, EA came out and said they're not raising prices for like Madden and stuff. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks Nintendo.
Yeah, fuck you, Nintendo. We knew this was gonna happen.
Look at everyone. They're like, oh yeah, but of course, like they've been waiting for this for years. They like start. Well, that was Ubisoft, but they're starting to throw out quadruple A titles. Like they're trying to sell it for 150.
I know they already have their fucking like. You want the full game, you need to buy the digital deluxe ultra max edition. That's like $120. Like I already give you $70 for these games that aren't as good as the $50 games lately.
Oh my gosh, yeah, tell me about it. You are taking so much of a bigger risk buying a full price title nowadays. I mean, like Fox, like what have you done for the gaming sphere lately?
And they control so much now because they bought up so many studios that this just blows. Like fuck Microsoft. And
yeah,
like if you're one
garbage.
of the two people looking to buy an Xbox now, that's gonna cost you more.
That's it. Well, I have one. Does anybody want it? I'll sell it for $50 less than they're selling it now. I want my Xbox. It's my vape charger.
Yeah, how are you going to charge your vape if you get rid of your Xbox?
Seriously. Thanks, Bill Gates.
Yeah, that was your $500 vape charger. But yeah, like...
600. I got the big one.
Oh, nice. Like, where do they
nice
get off on this? Like, it is like... We were talking about it like a couple weeks ago. Like, I look at that $70 price tag anymore, and I'm like, maybe I'll wait for it to go on sale. Like, Doom's coming out next week. I really want to play Doom, but I also am like, $70. Like, Doom's going to be...
Game Pass Day 1, dude.
Oh, is it Game Pass Day 1? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
So we're in. Yeah, no worries there.
Yeah, but still, just like certain games, like I got Assassin's Creed for $70. I shouldn't have done that. Like, as much as I like it, I haven't really found time to play it. I could have just waited.
It's like it's such a pastime game. Like Clair Obscur was a game. We'll talk about it later, but that was a game. It reminded me of like back in the day when you put down your money and like it was like full price, you got the full shebang. It was a great game. You know, it's just not like that anymore, man. No, it's just not.
No, like
a lot of these two are like a lot of these like more expensive games are even trying to like integrate microtransactions on top of it. So it's like even more bullshit. And I think that I mean, that's a whole show in of itself, but that takes away from the game development cycle and like Clair Obscur games like that, they're just trying to make a game for the sake of making a game, and because they love it. But Assassin's Creed at the end of the day is a fucking business, and those games are businesses, and it's like as much money as they can get from you, they want to.
Yeah, they already. It's like you $70 for the game, and then there's a premium shop in case you want a costume. That's just how AAAs are going these days. And if you look at it, especially this year so far, man, I'm trying to think of a game I spent $70 on where I was like, I'm glad I spent that money. Because all my favorite games this year have been lower budget titles.
I'm trying to think of a.
Like maybe Assassin's Creed.
I think Kingdom Come's worth the price tag. That game's really,
I
really
forgot
well
all
done.
about that game. I would say Avowed, but it was Avowed even $70?
No, I think it was 50.
Yeah, it was either 50 or 60.
That's a Game Pass game.
Yeah, like so a lot of these games you get for free on Game Pass free, I guess technically,
Yeah, if you want to quote, this free shit is stupid. It really isn't, because people like you, it's kind of feast or famine. It's like, I've played everything, but then you do get these months that you just get fucking banger after banger after banger, and it's really worth the price. But I'm going to say, like, honestly, I think a quarter of the year, Game Pass really isn't worth it for me.
Yeah, minus Clair and what was the other one? South of Midnight. I mean, I played some Oblivion, but I was like, after I beat Claire, I was looking through Game Pass, and I was like, I literally have played all these games. I don't want to play any of these games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just waiting for like Doom and new releases at this point. I mean, it's cool to be able to just, jump and play something for the evening, but I don't know. I think avid gamers, like hardcore gamers, I don't think Game Pass is as great as people think it is. Maybe that's a hot take, but
I like it because you could spend $15, and play the new Doom as opposed to 70, but then you don't actually own the game, which is another thing. Like, I bought Claire on my PlayStation, even though I played it on Game Pass, so it's always on my PlayStation kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I might actually buy a physical copy of Claire, just because it's like one of those, I don't have to open it, it'll be my museum piece. This game's cool. Yeah,
that would be an excellent, like, museum piece, and it could increase in value kind of thing.
It really, and again, yeah, it's a piece of art.
So it really
that
is.
Makes sense. But you never, I mean, there's people that do it, but like, I would never hard copy buy an Assassin's Creed and display it. That's like, I'd hide it before I would.
You don't want people to know you did that.
And it's like throwing out your COD collection. It's like you don't show people that. Even like, I hate COD, but I don't want to see it.
No, I don't want to see your COD collection. And that's
your COD piece.
Yeah, Xbox. That's the thing with an $80 game, Brad. Like, good luck selling games for $80 whenever the most of the good games I've played this year have been $50 or less.
I just don't. I think that they're like. I think they're doing the long game per usual. Like they're upselling their consoles so that no one buys them. I don't get, like, they're just like pushing. They're pushing hard for people just to go to Game Pass.
That is their strategy, and they're because they're coming out with Doom. Gears of War is getting that remaster this month.
Yeah, but then Gears is coming to PlayStation as well now.
I've heard that. That's cool.
So if you've never played Gears because you're some kind of like Xbox junkie, which is weird, you should.
You should play Gears. I'm gonna probably replay it. They are bringing the multiplayer.
Dude, I was so fucking good. Like, that is the one multiplayer where I'll be like, that and Smash Brothers. I'd be like, I think I'd probably fight you for that. But man, I do want to dive back into the Gears multiplayer. Do you know if it's on PC or are they just doing like a PlayStation release?
It's on PC. It's going to be on Game Pass, and everything's cross-platform from what I've heard.
We might have to have a couple Gears nights, dude.
Dude, I play Gears. I wonder if that would still be controller, or you go mouse and keyboard on that one.
I feel like the game it's very well optimized for a controller, so I really would have to test that.
Yeah. That's an interesting question.
It might not be a go-to keyboard mouse.
Yeah, because like if I went back and played Uncharted again, I would have to use a controller.
Right. It's like a chunky game, Gears, and games feel better if you're like. I feel like Space Marine probably would have felt better with a controller because it's like your big chunky boy.
It was fun on controller.
Yeah, I played it on keyboard. I was fine with it, but I did feel like I wanted some more impact. So I think I kind of missed the haptic feedback, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think that's what Xbox is doing. They're just trying to push everyone to Game Pass because they're not making any money off of hardware sales. So it's just like software sells, and they're buying all these fucking developers and shutting them down. So
yeah, this is the thing that sucks is like one of the top tier companies in our favorite hobby is like their portion is like not even like 1% of their real company.
Yeah.
Like Microsoft doesn't make any money off Xbox comparatively to their other products.
No.
So it's like this is like just they're just getting their hands into the pool in the gaming world because they can. And for them to like do anything productive, like to push the gaming industry in a direction, it sucks. And I think people really, I'm throwing it out here now. I thought and I think Game Pass is good, but I think something bad's gonna happen soon. Like with the death of the physical. And like with the consoles going up, and like it's getting weird, man.
And weird. I mean with the tariffs, like console prices are gonna go up. Like they don't even want to fucking have Switch pre-orders. So this is where we're at, and this could be a segue because you know damn well GTA 6 guns to be $80.
Oh yeah. You know what? What if Rockstar came out memeing with $59.99, and they're just like, I don't know who said anything.
Yeah, but you think
they're just like, we don't
2K's gonna let them do that? Yeah,
I don't think. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I do think like I'm trying to play devil's advocate because like I'm really. I don't know.
You're hoping there's good in this world. Like, is what you're doing.
Yeah, but
these corporations out of the goodness of their heart. Fucking Microsoft is worth what $3 trillion. Their CEO makes like $98 million a year, and he needs an extra $10 for me.
I know you.
Like you're telling me this world is gonna put GTA out for $60? Get out of here.
I can't argue that. I can't. But I can't. I will not. But I will say that if anyone's gonna put out a title that's worth that, I think Rockstar is the person to do it.
Oh,
I
definitely.
don't think any other game, full quality, like everything in one game, like GTA is gonna have it all. So if it's gonna be worth the price, but it's still gonna be the price, you know.
And that fucking trailer, they said it was rendered on just the regular PlayStation 5. Oh my god, does it look insane?
Oh my fucking god.
Looks like real life. It's the closest thing to looking like real life I've ever seen in a video game.
I've ever seen, dude. Those screenshots, like I was scrolling through Twitter and I was just like, oh, that's GTA. Holy shit. Yeah. I thought it was just a bunch of dudes in a locker room. No, that's a fucking...
Yeah, or people like hanging out on a beach. No, that's the fucking game. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I zoomed in and was checking out, like, all the characters I looked at they were also interesting and intricate. And, like, even if I zoomed in on this chick's random bandana and it had... like the most immaculate skull pattern I've ever seen. I'm like, this is fucking insane.
Oh yeah, like Rockstar is just fucking crazy like that. Like, I don't particularly like their games. I don't know why. I don't think I've played any Grand Theft Auto to completion. The closest I got was 4 for some reason.
I think 4 is super underrated.
Yeah, and I don't even think I've ever played 5. Like, I've ever even tried it.
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah, I mean, I could play it, but I don't know what it is about Rockstar games that I'm just not their audience. I don't get it. I'm like the one person in the world who is like, does not care that a Grand Theft Auto is coming out.
See, I have zero hype for Grand Theft Auto, but I would buy it day one. And I say that because when I play them, I'm just impressed. I'm like, holy fucking shit. Like, this is insane to play. Like, I could just walk around the city for hours and it would be interesting. Like, I just enjoy that stuff, you know?
Yeah, I find them to be like, it's just overwhelming, and sometimes, like, I don't know, man, their stories like start to. Well, that was my problem with Red Dead. Like, I found that game to be boring. I don't know about
Plus,
GTA.
if you're not into like piss fart jokes, drugs, booze and rock and roll and rap and strip clubs, like, you know,
Yeah.
the Western PA lifestyle, if you're not into that, then it's not really a game for you.
And I think there's just something about realistic games that I'm not big on. Like anything that has a lot of realism.
Sure, I totally get that. I think Red Dead hit home for me because it was like far enough in the past that it didn't feel too realistic. Like I at least got transported to like a historical site. But in GTA, it's like, yeah, I kind of feel like I actually am in this city.
Yeah, especially this new one. Oh
Like,
my god.
This is like real life.
Yeah,
but
I don't
I just
be reminded of real life.
I can see that. And Florida sucks. So, like, I don't know what they're doing there. But I think it's going to be funny. I think I'm going to laugh. The writing's usually undeniably well done. But I think this I'm going in for the skeptical. And the fact that Tom Petty is definitely in the soundtrack. So I got to.
Oh, well, then you have to buy it, yeah.
Absolutely. I got to.
Your
I'm
hands
gonna
are
buy
tied.
the extras. Hands are tied. Gotta buy the super extra deluxe edition.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'll necessarily get this or not. I mean, they delayed it, I guess, was the big news. It's next year now, but everyone saw that coming.
Well, it's funny because, like, a lot of companies like were moving their games around, and now where GTA was, there's nothing coming out.
Well, yeah,
like, we have nothing.
They said, like, because Borderlands came out and they moved theirs up a week, and everyone thought it was to get away from Grand Theft Auto.
But I guess they're under the same umbrella company, so they would have known, I guess.
Yeah, they're both 2K.
Yeah, right. So I don't think, I mean, I'm not surprised. Again, I'm not sad. I'm not surprised. Rockstar is going to be Rockstar. And Rockstar, guess what, guys? Everyone in the world, I want everyone in the world to know this. Rockstar doesn't give a fuck about you. Like, your opinion? No. When you're a god, that's like telling Kojima what to do. Like, when you're a god in your field, like, to people, like, you don't listen. You set the standards. You don't listen to them. Like, Rockstar can do whatever the fuck they want.
And this is the most popular game in gaming. Like, this fucking trailer had like 90 million views. Like, no other video game gets that many views.
It's like, where are these people? Who are these people? Like, that means like moms are checking it out. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, my brother watched it. He hates video games. You know what I mean? Like, everyone knows what Grand Theft Auto is and is going to want to play Grand Theft Auto.
It's a phenomenon, dude.
Dude, it's still like one of the most highly watched things on Twitch is Grand Theft Auto Online 5. Like, people love that shit.
I mean, the most popular games to play are games where you're in war or you're in a really fucking hectic, violent city.
Yeah, I think it just taps into that primal, like, I wish I could beat the shit out of people in real life.
You're right. It's probably like going postal for people. Like, they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's like you like beating the shit out of people. And it's like with the graphics in this one, this is the closest you could get to beating the shit out of a realistic person.
And you have a whole fucking state to do it in, apparently. So
yeah, it's going to be wild.
It really is. I mean, like I said, my hype is nil. I have no hype for GTA because I think it's going to be great. No matter if you like it or not, it's going to be a great video game. So, yeah, it is what it is. And people need, like, Yeah, like no, they're not listening to us. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, they're just gonna buy. Dude, I'm on this one of those. Like, it's hard for me too because when these games come out, they get like all these great. Like, I know it's gonna get good scores and it's gonna like people are gonna love it. I just don't know if I'm a Grand Theft Auto guy. If there will ever be a Grand Theft Auto where I'm like, this is the one.
I was okay. Would there be a? Because they usually pick like a time period or something. Like, is there like something GTA could do to bring you in? Like, is there a place? Is there like an era? Is there like a thing they could do where you'd be like, maybe I'd check that one out?
I honestly don't think so. I just don't like the whole in a city as a regular person running around. Like, I don't know. It's just not for me. I want some sort of fantasy in my game.
Yeah, I think a lot of people too have trouble with imagination and like getting immersed into games that aren't realistic. So like, if you're playing Genshin and stuff, it's not realistic, but you can get immersed in it if you're that kind of person. But I don't think a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
And GTA, you don't have to think. Everything's there for you.
And I mean,
It's-
yeah, just how good this game fucking looks is kind of like, it's so impressive to me that I want to try it, but we're talking like I don't think I'm gonna plunk down $80. Like maybe in a couple years when it's $20, I would try it.
I mean, they'll start giving it away, dude, just so that you could get the online credit cards.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean,
Yeah. Or wait for PC, maybe. Just hold off on console entirely and just wait because you got the PC, so just get it for that.
Yeah, I could do that. So, do you want to go to the Borderlands? Did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I pretty much watched the whole thing where you're talking about the creator pushed the date up, and he made it seem like they were going to push it back, but they pushed it up.
Yeah, they pushed it up. They showed like a lot of gameplay. Like they showed like an entire section. I did
watch some of it.
Yeah, I couldn't make it the whole way through because my thing was this just looks like Borderlands and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got from it too.
Like I like a lot of stuff. Like it's gonna be a new planet. It's not Pandora. They showed the Siren Girl, which is the one I'm the most interested in because I always play the Siren and she looks cool. She like can summon shit. The other guy they showed, he looked cool. So it is doing everything you want to see a Borderland do. It looks like it's gonna have also almost like Destiny open map, like events on the map that you can do as you're playing like the mission. So that's cool. I mean, it has everything looking very good to me.
So they're definitely. I didn't really play 3. Was 3 more like that too, like open world or no?
I mean, they're all kind of open world.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
but there wasn't
there
wasn't events or anything.
Nah, there weren't events or anything. 3 was good, but it just had like a really bad villain.
Yeah, wasn't it the influencers, like the streamers?
The teenage influencers. They sucked, especially after Handsome Jack.
Yeah, that blows because he was so good.
Yeah, he was so good. So, like, that was the main problem with Borderlands 3 was the bad guys. And that game, man, when it launched, was one of the most broken, unplayable pieces of garbage. Like, there were so many glitches. It was almost hilarious, but me and my friends bought it, and we actually had to wait for a patch before we could get together and play it. So hopefully this one comes out in a better state.
Wow, I didn't even realize that. It better. They pushed it up, dude. Imagine pushing up a game and it sucks.
Yeah, that is a good point. Like, why would they push it up if it wasn't ready to go? But yeah, I mean, everything looks cool. The environments look good. The guns are cool. I'm always about a new Borderlands. So this didn't really change my hype level. I'm still excited.
Yeah, I didn't. There's nothing in this that I saw that I was like, I want to play this game more so than I did before. I think you know this, and I think anyone listens. I'm not a big Borderlands fan. I think it's one of those. I get it. I get the idea. I get the appeal. Sometimes I even have fun playing it, but at some point, the game pisses me off. And it's usually the inventory system.
Yeah, you
So
hate
I
the
will,
inventory system so much in
dude,
that game. It is bad.
it's a fucking, dude, if I was like, I'm going to make like this type of game and just do everything great but the thing I'm supposed to do well. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, your loot is so bad. I can't find anything. I don't even know what I have equipped it half the time. It's
Yeah,
just like, ugh,
dude, I have
garbage.
that problem too with like, for some reason get it and I'm real quick and I'm just waiting for my teammates to fucking look through their loot to pick a gun and I'm like, for fuck's sake, we need to move here. This is why we're standing here. We've been standing here
Yeah.
for 20 minutes while you guys are looking at your fucking guns. Just equip the one with the highest DPS and let's go.
Yeah, right. And that's like what you end up doing. And then then I argue like, then why am I even in this fucking menu system? Like, just give me the if I pick up a gun that's better, just equip it. I'm gonna equip it. Just equip it.
Just
There
I
should be a
mean,
setting for that or something. But
it does work like that. Like you could just hold the button down and you'll pick it up and equip it.
oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, so you're
So I could do that. I could do that.
I mean,
But
I'll give you granted
I just
that
don't think
it sucks whenever you get a gun you really like and then like 10 minutes later it's no longer viable. Like I get that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not viable, and the gun that you got that's better, like, does something stupid you don't like, and you're like, ugh. But it's so powerful, and you're like, I guess I'll use this stupid carnival gun
Yeah.
for a while, and it's just like, I don't know. Again, if I will say this, I'm not buying this day one, absolutely not. But if I see like if I watch a stream and I see the inventory system's been improved, where I think it like looks manageable, and like if I'm in there, I won't get like dyslexia, and
Yeah,
like,
you won't get pissed off.
right, like I literally would just like go cross-eyed when that menu popped up. So hopefully it's a little bit better, and I'm gonna keep my eyes on that. And if they do a good job there, I might give it a shot.
See, I could just let you know because I'll buy this day one. Like I love Borderlands. I'm getting Borderlands. So.
But the thing is, I've never played Borderlands with a friend. So maybe if I play it with you, I would enjoy it more.
That might change it. Like, because I don't think I've ever played a Borderlands by myself. Like, my friends
I've
always
only played it
with
by myself.
Like, everyone I know plays Borderlands, and we always get it. So, like, normally there's at least two of us.
Okay, well, maybe this will be the one. Since we're podcasting again, I can say I got to do it for the cast.
Yeah, you can get on with me. We'll try it. All right. Do you want to talk about Marathon and what's the? I keep forgetting the name of this other game.
Arc Raiders. So this was, I think this was like I want to say it was one of the very early announced PS5 game, and it had a very different look to it when it first was announced. But I was like, this game looks awesome. It has like 80s music, and it kind of looked like Helldivers before Helldivers was even a thing. And I was like, this looks sick, but no one really knew what it was. And then it disappeared, and I haven't seen it in years. And then it pops up alongside Marathon as an extraction shooter competitor to it. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. I saw this game years ago, and it looked awesome. And I forgot what it was even called. And then everyone's saying that it's just like unquestionably better than Marathon. Like undoubtedly better.
I looked at this game and I looked at this one's third person, which is cool. And I looked like as a like Bungie fan, I looked at Marathon and I just don't see it as like I don't particularly like the concept of extraction shooters, but it looked really bare bones. Marathon looked like there's nothing going on.
Right. Well, like, I think to myself, I don't like extraction shooters, but I do love Hunt. So there is a part of me that enjoys that thrill. And I think for me, I never want to get too deep into them because I think there's a point where it's not worth it anymore, because if you lose some shit, it's like you wasted a week of your entire life. Like
Yeah,
I can't get behind that.
that's
Like
the roguelike nature of them that I'm just like, ugh. Like, I don't like roguelikes. I don't like anything where I could lose my shit.
I don't mind roguelike in the fact that like that's probably me dying because I fucked up. But like, what if that dude's cheating? Like I just logged on, was having a really good day, and that guy wasn't, and he started cheating, and then just ruined my like whole career of that game because and then like what are they gonna give me my stuff back? Like what?
Yeah, and people are guns to cheat.
Right. The first thing they're gonna do is try to cheat.
Yeah, it's
But I don't
cheating
know.
is so out of control in video games too, and yeah, to lose like all your gear because some dude just like wall hacks and auto aims your head. Oh my god.
Right, and that could be 25 minutes into a round that you're like, maybe you're trying to extract. You have all this shit, and this dude's just like camping the spawn and just fucking aimbots you, and you're just there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing to be done. Yeah, I don't
Like,
know if I'm interested in either of these games.
yeah, I think I did apply for the whatever the early access is for Arc Raiders. It's literally like you go on Steam and ask for access. So if I get it, I'm gonna probably hop on and try it because again, I didn't know it was an extraction shooter, but like years ago, my gut feeling was that I thought this game would be cool. So
You gotta
I
go
think I
with your
might try it.
instincts, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my instincts on that one.
Yeah, gotta go with your instincts. Okay, so Death Stranding 2. I saw a bunch of stuff for this, but I just didn't get a chance to watch any of it, and I also don't want to know anything
Yeah, so I'll keep
plot
it.
wise.
Yeah, and what I watched on it. So a bunch of people got to go play the game for 4 days.
Yeah, I saw
They're
that.
just like like insane. So they played for like
Kojima's
30 hours.
He's just like, this game is that good. Like, the balls on that man.
Yeah. So basically, they said it's a direct sequel, and that if you enjoyed the concept of Death Stranding, it's still that at its core, but everything's just way better. Like the fighting is in there, it's better. There's some stealth, it's better. Like all that stuff's improved. So it doesn't take a step backwards anywhere. But from what I'm hearing, it's almost like it can't get any better. It's like it didn't take such a leap forward as Death Stranding 1 did because Death Stranding 1 was like the new thing. So it doesn't hit quite as hard as the first one did.
Yeah, like, what are you going to do that
right.
first one didn't do? Now that
Right.
I'm thinking about it. Like, you can make
Right.
combat better, but that game wasn't really about the combat. I guess, though, with that game, too, like, the main reason to play it is just the story. So, like, can he keep it going for another game? I mean, I would like to say yes, but I remember Metal Gear 2 and just being like, what is happening? You've lost me, Kojima. I don't like this.
So you haven't watched any trailers on Death Stranding 2?
I watched the first trailer.
Okay. I think I will say that like the characters really look intriguing. Like the new characters they're bringing in.
True.
And what's his face? I forget. Why can't I think of his name? But he looks like fucking Kefka now.
Which guy?
The main villain.
Okay,
Who plays
yeah.
who's
I
but
don't
like
know.
he looks fucking wild now. It's Travis Barker, the voice actor. But he like looks all fucked up and crazy. So, but anyway, yeah, they're just saying it's Death Stranding 1, new and improved, and from what I was hearing, the guy played it surprisingly on the base PS5. Like it wasn't the PS5 Pro. And he said that from what he could tell, it was running a rock solid 60 FPS and he didn't say it was the best looking game he's ever played. He said it might have contained the best sequence he's ever seen in a video game.
That's big. That's big.
So and this is a guy that said this is a guy that really loved the Alan Wake 2 Chapter 4 dance sing along thing where he's like that was really awesome,
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy's saying that
Best
this
sequence
is
in a
some of the
video game is real.
yeah, and I don't
tough.
even quite know what that means.
Death
You know what I
Stra-
mean? Like, so who is it? A chase sequence? Is it a fight
Oh
sequence? Is
man,
it a
who knows? I
I don't
like the
know, but it
train
got me
sequence
curious.
in Uncharted a lot. That intro.
Oh, it's delicious. It's
Yeah.
one of the best.
Death Stranding 1 had the hardest thing for me to do in a video game ever, where I was just like literally almost had a panic attack.
The first one? What happened?
So that I have this, it's like, I don't know what the phobia is called, but I have it, and it's a fear of whales.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I'm like crazy afraid of whales for some reason. And then there's that part where you have to go from like across the continent or whatever, and you have to let the stranding take you, and you're just running, and there are just whales attacking you over and over again. I don't know if you remember that part, but I was so fucking freaked out, man. Like I was just on edge.
That would have sucked so bad, dude. Oh.
Yeah, like I was just like couldn't even like I was like breathing real fast and was like just in a panic attack. I was like I had to like try and turn the camera away from the whales attacking me.
No, no.
Like at a certain point I just like looked at my feet and just ran straight. Like I couldn't even handle it. It was so bad. And then you have to fight one of them near the end.
You motherfucker!
Yeah, that game is awfully whale heavy for someone who has a phobia of whales. I'll tell you that much. That is a whale heavy game.
I just imagine a website dedicated to this phobia, and it's only Death Stranding.
It's just Death Stranding stuff. That's a real
Do
phobia.
not play this. Oh, I believe you, dude. Like, I get it. I'm petrified of dark water.
Yeah.
And I think, and like, the whale thing I get because they're so fucking big and under the water, and like,
Yeah, dude,
I get it. It's kind of the ick.
Swallow you. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I totally get it. Oh, this makes me think though. How did you handle the first time you fought the lake monster in Resident Evil 4? Because that's pretty much like a whale.
Yeah, that didn't bother me. I guess because it was big
No.
enough. It wasn't whale enough. Like it was more.
You knew it was a lake monster.
Yeah, it was in a lake. It was a salamander. Like I didn't have trouble with that. Then it also wasn't as realistic a whale.
True. I guess it was more Yeah, you're right. It's like a salamander.
It's a salamander. Yeah, it has legs,
Yeah,
so it's less frightening.
Yeah, I get it. I was just curious if that like freaked you out or not.
Yeah, I just don't like animals that don't have legs. Like snakes fucking scare me. Whales scare like nah. So you need to have legs or you freak me out.
All right, so well heavy Death Stranding. Be careful, everyone.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, I think it's gonna. I heard it's fucking incredible. Even people who went there like to the thing and didn't like the first game and are doing it out of the necessity of their jobs, came out of this saying like they liked the game, they were impressed. So I think it's gonna be like a 9-10 out of 10
dude,
game.
I'm ready for some Death Stranding too. We have to do the Death Stranding episode. Before
I want to do
comes
it.
out.
I want to do it, but I do think we need to give it its due. We need to discuss that.
Yeah,
game.
we need to discuss Death Stranding, and we'll get there one day. Hopefully, before
we'll do it before That's our deadline for that. We got to get our impressions out of Death Stranding.
Because I'm excited for Death Stranding too. So, give you any idea of what I thought of the first one, although it had whale attacks.
Well, sometimes that's. I mean, not necessarily like. That stays with you. It's it's like it stuck out.
Yeah,
I'll never forget the whales.
It haunted me for a couple of days. I'll tell you that much. I was just shaking and thinking about it.
The whale nightmares.
Well, yeah, just whales just coming at you. There were just so many of them too.
I was in the middle of a beautiful green prairie, and then whales.
That's what happened.
It's like your worst nightmare.
It is like that is literally my worst nightmare: is to be grabbed by a tentacle and pulled into a goopy pond where whales are just attacking me.
Where there's whales for no reason.
No reason in the middle of the desert, just diving at me.
It would happen to you too, because you're such a person that stays away from things you know that could kill you.
Yeah, you gotta.
You're like,
stay
I
away.
hate whales, so I'm just gonna go live in the desert. And then it's like, no, desert goop whale.
I thought we were friends.
Fucking Kojima, dude. He's. Oh, that's the other thing. I don't think this is spoilery. I mean, I don't think you'd care. It takes place in Mexico and Australia.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and so I don't know how he gets from Mexico to Australia, but
He probably has to go across the ocean, and the whales are coming for him.
No, dude, he walks across the ocean. The whales.
Dude, that's how you had to do it in the first one. Is like there was like a lake of tar between you and the
I
end.
remember that.
Yeah, and it was like you were like, okay, you got to get grabbed by the stranding so you can run across. Oh my God, the whales! No. So hopefully he, dude. Even if you were in a plane flying over, I'm sure Kojima would throw some whales at you.
Oh yeah,
Like,
flying
you
whales,
gotta
of
get
course.
Yeah, you gotta get on a turret and shoot down the flying whales.
Dude, if whales with wings show up in the first, like if there's like a crazy chase sequence and whales show up, I'm gonna shit my pants, dude.
I mean, there was in the first game, so.
Be like, Kester, no, he's dead. He played Death Stranding 2.
Oh, dude, I swear to God, I almost had a panic attack playing that, and I've never had that experience playing a video game before where I was genuinely like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I've played every horror game. That was more terrifying than anything that happened in Silent Hill 2, I'll tell you that much.
I played all of Silent Hill 2, Death Stranding, horror game of the year.
Yeah, most terrifying thing in any video game goes to Death Stranding. So let's move it along here to the game. We did talk about Claire last week, so what we're gonna do is go for full spoilers here. So if you haven't played this game, you definitely should play this game. It is a 10 out of 10 game. It is the game of the year. So, like, if you haven't played the game and you have any interest in playing this game, do not listen to this next part. Go play the game first and then come back and listen to it.
Yes, and I will say this. I finished it pretty recently. Yeah, I completely agree with Kester. It's like, you don't quite know how much you love it until it's over.
I was so sad when I beat it.
Yeah, like, that's kind of how that hit. But I do want to say that I think the combat might scare and turn people off of this game, especially even at the beginning, because there's parts where I was like, this is kind of fucking hard. Like, I'm dying a lot here.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, like, if you are at all interested in this game and you're kind of scared, just put it on story mode and dodge a whole bunch. Like, that's my suggestion, because you will get through it. You just got to dodge.
Yeah, and it is worth it because this is legit the greatest story in a video game, I think.
It's so...
I don't know.
It's so fucking deep, dude.
It's so good.
And it's so deep, and it's so multi-layered that every time you think you understand it, you actually do. But there's more to it, and there's always more to it. And it's so well written that you almost don't have any lasting questions past the ones the game wants you to have.
Yeah, and I honestly say it might be one of the greatest works of fiction ever, to be honest. Like, not just video games, like just all of fiction and media. It is one of the greatest stories ever told.
It is.
I think it deserves that kind of hype.
It's a masterclass in video games. It's a bar. It's like it honestly, like, I would put it up. It's like a Mona Lisa of gaming. Like, you just know it's going to be there forever. It's always going to be well regarded. And I think I could always probably come back and say good things and play it a little bit, or, you know, reconnect with them, like the characters and all of that. It was just, I don't know. It was such a remarkable experience.
Yeah.
Again, one you take for granted while you're on it, and then it's over, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, it's so sad when you beat it just because, like, you know, whatever you play next is not going to be as good. Like, whatever game, whatever you watch next, it's not going to be as good.
yeah. You kind of have to like. I almost like I started playing something else, and I'm like, I don't even want to play anything right now because it's just not gonna be as good.
Yeah,
Like
that
I
happened
need
to
like
me
almost
last
just
night.
take a break.
But yeah, like, you should definitely play this. Like, it nails everything: combat, story, setting.
So
God,
why
the
don't we do
music.
this? Let's talk about everything but the story until the very end. Let's just talk about like so like, if people want to just listen about the game a little bit. So the I just want to start with the music. I think the OST is probably one of the most genius things I've ever heard.
Yeah, did you know the guy who did it? They just found him on SoundCloud.
Yeah,
Like, he was just
I
some
heard it.
guy.
Yeah, I heard an interview. They just like reached out to him and sent him like a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's like the greatest soundtrack. Like the first track, that Lumiere, is that the name of it? Oh my god, that track. You could
Yeah,
just
dude.
like you could put this as like a fucking. I listened to it on the way to work yesterday.
Yeah, I've been like doing some game dev stuff, and it's the best background music of all time. It's
Yeah.
just beautiful,
Every
beautiful.
track is a fucking banger too.
It is, and in the game, it's so impactful. Like, oh my gosh, like the way the scenery looks with the music almost in and of itself through the whole game is a character. Like, you hear that sometimes with like, but this one really is. Like, the music is always stand out. Like, there's something cool going on in the background always.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, there hasn't been music this good in like a role playing game probably since like the old school Final Fantasies. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like that's not as this is the most memorable. I wouldn't be able to like pull the track out from a hat. Like they're all so good, but it reminds me of one of those awesome like Suikoden. Like every track's a banger. I could just listen to that game's entire soundtrack, but not all games are like that. This
Yeah.
one, 100% is.
yeah, it's like a Chrono Trigger soundtrack or a
Yeah.
Secret of Mana
Yeah.
soundtrack, or Final Fantasy 7 has one of their soundtracks. 6. Like, this soundtrack it's just beautiful. Like orchestrated opera.
If you haven't played this game and you're at all like just listen to the soundtrack. Even don't listen to. I don't even think looking at the names would matter, but just listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah, you
It's
could
gorgeous.
just listen to the soundtrack. It's worth a listen.
Put you to bed.
Yeah, it really would be a good like nightcap. This game is just incredible. I love the combat. I love the characters.
I'd love to talk like the combat itself. So it's what it basically has changed. I think that like this might be the new standard of how combat is in video games for RPGs.
Oh, without a doubt. And the fucked up thing and the funny thing is, this is what Square has been telling me I don't want for like 12 years. For like 20
Right.
years. Like, Square has been telling me I don't want this combat anymore. And then we finally get a game with it, and we're like, no, this is exactly what we've wanted. This is what we've been talking about. This is why Final Fantasies have not been good since 10. Like,
Yeah, truly. And because I've never ever played an RPG like that is classified as a turn-based game and felt the way I did playing this game, as in like it doesn't even feel turn-based because you're always doing something, you're always strategizing, and you're always preparing for something. Like there's something always going on. When in those old games, it was like, once you selected everyone, you waited 6 turns. But in this, it's like, no, you're dodging, or you're countering, or you're like looking out for a specific character because they just got fucked up. Something's going on.
yeah, there's parrying, there's blocking, there's jumping, there's two types of counters, like, and even attacking, it's like you gotta hit the time button presses. I guess like I wish like towards the end some of those maybe got a little more complicated, you know, because it always is just kind of like two taps of the button. But I never really felt like that was so much an issue. But there might have been cool, like your ultimate attack, you had to hit the button like 5 times. I don't know, maybe that would have been cool.
Yeah, I was wishing I was hoping for like a 4-button combo meal with Lune, you know, like
Yeah,
a
something
square,
like that.
triangle, circle, X in a row, clockwise. But you're right, it's always like just XX or AA or whatever your controller is. It's just a timing thing like DDR as opposed to a button press and timing thing.
Yeah, and I think it does keep it simpler and keeps battles moving quickly.
Which I love. I think the pacing, like I said, the pacing of this game, man, and they even give you the time of the battle at the end of it. And I don't. Jeez, the longest battle I saw was 19 minutes. I had, but that was me like that was like a harder boss, and I probably shouldn't have been fighting him.
Yeah, that happens. It was funny. It's the hardest
It
boss.
does.
The hardest boss in the game. When I first found him, like I went up to him and I could not beat him. I spent like an hour trying to beat him, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go make a build and come back. And then I came back and I killed him without him even moving, without him even attacking. Like I just.
But that's the kind of game. I mean, that's what you can do, and
Yeah, like you just come in with my L and you just fucking wreck him.
Once we get to spoilers, we could talk about her, and I'm interested to hear about like your favorite characters and stuff. But,
oh yeah, that's all in spoiler talk because it's.
I think, yeah, I think sticking to the combat. If I had to, like, I really enjoyed all of it. I don't think there's anything I would say I disliked. Well, there's one thing I wasn't a huge fan of. It was a character specifically, so we could talk about that later. But I think the Pictos at first, and I talked to you a little bit about this. I think the Pictos were a little bit too overwhelming at first. But as the game progressed, I'd say about halfway through, the game felt perfect.
Yeah, it's like the end of Act 1. That's when you start.
Yeah, it's like it kind of overburdens you a little bit at the beginning with like build tech because you're not quite sure what you're doing yet. Yeah,
you don't even know
really
how
all you
would like to play and like what characters you like.
And really all the game's doing is setting you up so that you get those, so that those become equipable is really all you're doing. But once you learn that, one person needs to learn one Picto and then all of them can use it. The game becomes like a breeze. And
the builds are so cool towards the end, like how overpowered you can make characters, specifically Mael, but like the rest of them, they can be good.
Patching her.
Yeah, I heard they are patching her, like, which they shouldn't, because once again, we'll talk about it in spoilers. Like, they need to leave her as a god, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like, it's like, yeah, she's powerful. Let her be powerful. Like, you don't have to use her in your party if you don't want to. So it's like,
I don't think the fact that she was powerful took away from the game at all. I think it was so much fun on New Game Plus going back through and just literally, I didn't have anyone else in the party. It was just her.
That's awesome.
And I fucking,
It harkens back to days of old where you would just like New Game Plus just to spank the game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Not to like challenge yourself, just to relive it and spank it.
And it was
like,
worth
what's wrong with spanking the game I bought? Like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, and it was so much fun on New Game Plus just going back as a god and like rewatching cutscenes with what you knew. It changes.
That's one that I really replaying this game is definitely on my agenda because not only because of like how it plays out, but I just feel that. Hold on, there's someone's calling my name. We're good. Sorry, I thought there was an emergency outside.
You okay?
God damn it, neighbors. Yeah, everything's fine. Continue on.
Okay.
What were we? Where was I?
You want to replay it?
Yeah, I definitely do. It's one of those games that It stuck with me, and the story's so like I don't feel like I have questions, but I have the knowledge now to go back. It's like rewatching The Sixth Sense or something. You're like, oh, I'm gonna see so much more, and
Yeah, it's
I
one of
started
those.
replaying it. Like I played like the prologue, so barely anything, and just seeing some of the shit they throw at the beginning, it just tickles the tank because you're like, oh yeah, I didn't even see this coming, and now it's so good. It's so good, you know.
Yeah, it is like watching a movie and like oh, that kind of reveals that. I mean, I replayed it and I watched all the cutscenes again. I do think that yeah, this is a special video game. I think this goes in like that conversation for me where like Resident Evil 4 is my favorite game of all time, and then there's like Bloodborne, Chrono Trigger, and now I think this game, or like what is my second favorite game of all time. I like this game that much. Like, believe the hype with this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna let you down because it just can't. I
No.
don't think it can. If you're a human being that likes video games in any way, okay, maybe if all you play is COD, this isn't your cup of tea. But if you play if you've ever enjoyed a role-playing game ever, this is like a turn-based RPG at all. This is the bar now, dude.
Yeah.
This is it.
And I don't even think you necessarily have to like turn-based RPGs because the combat is so engaging. It's not like you're just going, if you didn't like turn-based RPGs because I just hit attack and then wait. That's not what this is. Like, you have to plan how you're going to attack, then you have to be ready to block shit.
It's kind of like Paper Mario on crack.
Pretty much, yeah. It's Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi, but like with
way
a Final
faster,
Fantasy.
intense,
Yeah, it's intense.
flashier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just
I would just like you get so good with the controller. I played it with a controller. Did you play with the controller?
Yeah, I played with the controller. It suggests you play it with a controller.
I know, it does, and you should because it's just how it works. But like, just like when you know where your attacks are, like there is no downtime, dude. You're like XR2, XR2 square. Like you're like you know where everything is at. You're just going through the menus. You're flying and you're setting up your burns and your marks and you're like it's and it only takes like probably an act until you feel really good about yourself. And you're like, I understand this game. And that's what I really liked about it. It didn't really, it only took about halfway through for me to really like, be like, this is how, like, I understand the combat now. It's a lot of fun. I'm making my little build now. I get where I'm going. I've got my characters. And yeah, it's wow.
Yeah, it's so much fun making the builds. And then at first you're like, oh man, I can't parry anything. I'm going to try dodge it. I'm getting pretty good at dodging. And then the next thing you know, you're like, I'm going to try and parry this. And then you fucking hit them all and you do the counterattack and it's so fucking satisfying.
Oh, well, and then you realize, like, once you start counterattacking, again, it takes about half the game. But it does such a good job of teaching you the game. If you dodge for a while, it teaches you so well that to counter it, like, to get into the countering mode, it is so good. Like, it feels good, it's juicy, and the damage is always spectacular.
Yeah, every attack in this game just feels so juicy. That is a good way to. It's so fucking satisfying. My favorite, like I think my favorite attack in the game is like Luna's drop kick. Like
just her base attack,
just her base attack, dude.
Me too. I like upped her base attack to like do like 50% break damage and all this shit just so like when she hit it felt I got so many points and numbers.
Did you get there's like a thing you can get where you can get it where she does like a triple hit combo, so like she kicks him 3 times.
Oh my god. I might have to do a whole run with just that pick though.
Yeah, it is the most satisfying thing in the world. Like I put like all these pictos and this entire build based around her just jump kicking you. I don't know. It's so great for some reason. Cause she like flies in and does like a spinning jump kick.
It's out of control. It's because it's like CL. It's like everyone else's makes sense. Like CL like throws a card, Mael like stabs, and
Has a
it's like
sword, yeah.
and the other people do their things with their weapons. But then all of a sudden, it's like the mage is like, I don't have a weapon, but I have my fucking feet.
Yeah, she just comes in jump kicking. You don't see it coming. Oh.
No, and she has the best fighting stance I've ever seen. Every time Lune gets fucking ready to fight, you know how like you always do the like it's almost
they
like
all pull their swords
Marvel
out.
Yeah, like everyone gets ready. She just like crosses her arms and puts her hand up.
Yeah,
like
so
let's
great.
fucking go. Everyone else has like a big ass sword or a cool looking weapon, and she's just like, huh.
I want to fucking jump kick you in the face.
I'm gonna, and she's, well, I think that's also spoilery, but we're getting into talking about her and them. But
yeah,
I think before we talk about story, is there anything else about the game you wanted to discuss?
No, I think we just go spoilers because like I can't. 10 out of 10, best game I've played since Bloodborne.
I will say this though. I'm going to critique. There's going to be a critique from me.
Okay.
I think the beach things piss me off. I hate them.
Oh, the mini games.
I hate them in this game.
I liked the Only Up one.
I didn't even try it. I refuse, dude. I loved everything about this game, but the controls are too floaty for me to like appreciate any kind of actual platforming or trying. So my critique is like I don't even want to do those.
I couldn't do the one with the bombs. You're right. I didn't even try.
It's not like you can't do it. It's that the game like doesn't work. Like it's not working.
That's what it is. Yeah, you're right. I will agree with you on that. Actually,
for an hour, I was like, dude, what? Like, and it's for beach swimsuits. It's like I want these.
I actually didn't mind the parkour ones. It was just only that like boat battle one I couldn't do.
Well, I started with the boat battle, so I'm like, I'm never doing any of these again out of principle. So as soon as I saw like a beach thing, I'm like,
I'm out.
I just walked through it. I just walked through it. I didn't even hit it. I
don't know, man. I thought the Only Up one was fun.
I'll try. This is the thing. I wanted to beat the game without hating it because I knew I'd hate that part, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna skip it.
Yeah, that's why I skipped the boat thing. I was like,
yeah,
I can't even beat the second one. I'm not gonna be able to clear the third one. And it was like this just doesn't seem to work. Like I don't seem to be hitting this ball back.
I'm hitting buttons. I see the things, but it's just not working. I don't know what to say. But I appreciate them throwing in the like Final Fantasy VII, like Final Fantasy mini games. I think it's a cool throwback. I don't know. I don't think they picked the right mini games for their game.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I'm saying the other ones I liked.
They could have done volleyball, but why couldn't you just use the parry system? Like you have to parry it.
Yeah, there is a dance mini game where you have. Well, it's not like a dance.
Okay, maybe I missed it.
It's like to get one of Luna's outfits, you have to like parry this like sequence that's like 30 seconds long. And it's one of those. It's fun because like once you get the timing down, it's like a rhythm game. It's like dun 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 dun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think my New Game Plus run, I'm gonna try them out, but with anticipation with frustration. I think it'll be better. Like I won't be as pissed off about it.
Yeah, the other beach ones I didn't find. The Only Up one I thought was really cool. The parkour one, I did that like first try, so maybe like I don't know, you had more trouble with that than me. The boat one, I
didn't try it. I just walked through it, dude. Like I said, I didn't even see it. I saw the beach and I went, I'm not going there.
I'm not doing this. Yeah, I could see it.
I end up beating off too long on these like mini games. I'm like 3.5 hours trying to get the high score, but then at the end of the day, I don't even beat this game. Like, what am I doing?
And if you beat the mini game, nobody cares but you. Like, you're not gonna be like, I beat that mini game in Clair Obscur. Who cares? No one cares.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I don't want my girlfriend to get home from work and be like, what'd you do today? And it's like, I played some fucking shanty boat battleship with some fucking like puppet for 6 hours. We shot coconuts at each other, and sometimes they were on fire. It was intense. Like, this is not my day.
Yeah,
I don't want that to be my day.
Yeah, she'd be like, you really need to get a job.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I did? I walked past it, and I beat the game.
Smart.
I patted myself on for beating a game for once.
Yeah, this is like the first time you. That's how good this game is, though. You actually
South of Midnight. I beat South of Midnight.
Yeah, you beat South, but that was 8 hours. This was like 30.
This is a real video game. Yeah, this is an actual adventure game.
I did pretty much 100%, and it took me 42 hours.
I expected it. I mean, I know that New Game Plus is going to be much faster take second time around, but I thought it just from like my initial go, I thought it might take a little bit longer than that. But I did notice that a lot of the secret areas, let's just get into spoilers. Guys, we're going to spoilers.
Spoiler time, big time spoiler time.
A lot of the areas on the world map, like they seem like they were going to be big, but they were just like it was just kind of like a vignette or something. You know?
There's just like a boss in them or something. There's two that are
and
pretty...
that's fine. Yeah.
Pretty big. Like
one... pretty big.
Yeah, one you have to like kill a bunch of bosses, and then you kill the sister.
Clair.
Yeah.
She's in the game.
Yeah, the painted version. She's the one who makes the monsters.
Yeah, I did know that. Okay, yeah, she's the Nevron creator.
Yeah, you can actually fight her. She's actually kind of tough because she heals after every turn.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay.
Yeah, but I also didn't have my L build that just one shot everything.
Did you get her your first playthrough? Like, is she a super secret boss or?
No, I got her my first playthrough. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do any, like, the second time I beat it, I just went through the game again, and, like, I wanted to get the other ending.
I figured that's what you were doing. Yeah, because, there's two endings, folks. There's two endings. I got the bad one.
Both kind of sad. The whole game is just, like, it's just constantly sad. It's a constant state of sadness. Like,
well, I mean, I'd say grief is 100% the theme of this story, like, without a doubt.
Yeah,
the
dealing with grief,
one, dealing with death and past and things. Well, you think it's about grief, and then it is about grief, but then it's about the grief of things that you're supposed to grieve about, and then you think about it in real life. It's so fucking layered. Like, there's so many layers to this game, and they don't even get to all the layers in this game. And we could talk about I hope there's a sequel in this universe with writers, is all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I guess we could just go through, like, the chapters. So, like, the first epilogue is just, like, when you find out why you're going on the expedition is because this fucking paintress lady just kills everyone who's under a certain age every year, I guess.
Yeah, it started at 100, and then it goes down. And then if you're that age, at the end of that year, you die.
Yeah, you just die. So they're on an expedition.
You disappear. You become... You, like, go into the ethereal, like fucking Thanos. You become rose petals, and you just fucking float away.
Yeah, you get Thanos snapped, essentially.
Gamage. I love how they call it the gamage.
Yeah, and also, like, gamaged. Mael gets a move called the gamage.
I didn't know that. I must have missed it.
It's one of her radiant attacks. It's like you have to get her relationship up to level 3. It's her last one, and she just
okay.
It's the best attack in the game, dude. She just like pulls her hand up and snaps,
and they're gone.
Yeah.
She just gamages.
She gamages.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's so fucking cool. Yeah, and it's like. That's what's crazy about the game. So the intro happens, and you're like, that was fucking insane. And then they're like, okay, we're going to this island. Let's do this. And as soon as you get there, fucking Renoir comes out, and he just fucking kills everyone, but like 3 people.
I know. That's Gollum, by the way. Did you know?
Yeah, Andy Serkis.
Yeah, I think he looks like Pierce Brosnan, dude.
He does. But
I was like, is that Pierce? But it's not. It's Andy Serkis. But yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, you're fucking. Oh yeah, so you're the expedition going to kill the Paintress. They do that every year, by the way.
They've done it every year. Nobody's gotten there.
Yeah, well, they don't even really know if anyone's done anything really, like, because you go and no one ever comes back. So it's an interesting take, and it's cool how they integrate that throughout the rest of the game. Like, just as you go through, you see all the expeditions and shit.
Yeah, like, and you find their records and like the save points. How far they got? Their save points are their like flags as far as they've gotten.
Mm-hmm. If you pay attention to the flag numbers too, it's like cool. They really did think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and even certain expeditions were named things like the climbing expedition with 69. That's why I remember that.
Me too. Nice.
Yeah, but like you get to the island and Renoir just kills everyone.
Some guy in a suit with a cane.
Yeah, dude, just with him coming out and it's like tapping the cane.
I love the dude. The cane tap. It's so he does it so well in this game. There's so much authority with his cane tap in there.
Yeah, and he's such a good bad guy.
Is he a bad guy though?
No, we'll get there.
Right.
We'll get there.
So it's like
that version of him is
correct. That is an undeniably evil version of him. But
yeah, because he kills.
Yeah, I know. I do understand. I just meant him as a character. But yeah, he gets there, he fucking murders them. All right.
Yeah. He's so like, and then the first act of this game is just really cool because you're kind of just trying to get your bearings on what's going on, and then you're like, oh, we're gonna go to the next island and fucking is it Gustav fucking gets killed. Which is insane. It's like the main character dies at the end of Act 1.
Well, that blew me away. I didn't see that coming. I knew there was going to be a twist. I knew there was going to be a twist because the game was too frolicky, like in a good way, like not in a bad way, but it was too like Fellowship of the Ring, like prancing
things were
over
going
the mountains
their way. Too much.
Going into the mine. We're like fighting and we beat that guy and we got Esky, and it's like, oh, everything's going well. Yeah, high five, guys. And then Renoir shows up and just fucking murders the main character. He's like, no. But I thought the twist was going to be Maëlle like turned on you, like, or something. So I wasn't actually like that off. But anyway, I thought it was going to be more for her, but it was Gustav that got taken out, which did throw me.
You know, he's Charlie Cox. He's Daredevil.
Yes, I did know that because
he voice acting awesome. all around in this game.
Oh my god, it was such. I was legitimately sad to see him die just because he did such a good job. Like the performance of Gustav was awesome,
dude.
I was sad when he passed away because he was awesome.
Yeah, like you felt that death. Like I haven't felt a death like that since Aerith. Like. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he's dead. And he was so good too, like when you're figuring out the game, because he had the move where he did the most damage, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, this guy's kind of broken, I love it. And then they kill him and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and then
I see.
Then you get like Verso, who you think is now the new main character. And you're like, oh, he's from the first expedition. He's going to be the main character. Well, no, it actually turns out that the main character is Maëlle. And you're in a goddamn painting, which I have no idea where this came. Like, that's what I kept telling people because I was so far ahead of them.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not even there yet.
No, go ahead. Where you saying?
Yeah, I was like so far ahead of everyone playing this game. And everyone I know is playing it, and I can't talk about Gustav died. I can't talk about fucking you're in a painting. Like it's so great. I was so pissed off. Like I could not talk to anyone about this game.
Well, the spoilers happen almost instantly. I mean, if you spend an evening with this game, you're pretty much in spoiler territory. So it's like,
yeah, exactly. And
it's like you got to go all in, and then you got to talk about it.
Yeah, couldn't ruin it for anyone because you get to the Paintress, right? and you kill Renoir, and you kill the paintress, and then it turns out that the paintress was trying to save everyone. She was using her power to save everyone she could, and the number was a warning.
The warning, yes. And Renoir was like, he was the one who was actually trying to just like kill everybody. Like he was systematically taking everyone out, and that's how much time they had left.
Yeah,
And
and he was trapped under
the
monolith,
He
and
was
she
trapped
was
for
on
60
top.
years. Yeah.
67 years he was trapped there trying to destroy this painting.
Yeah. It was going to take him 100 years. And so, like, it just gets wild. But this, and we're probably not going to do it at all justice because it's such a well-written story. And, like, it all makes sense as it's going. But really, at the end of the day, it's that it's Verso's painting, and his soul is it's his only painting with his soul in it. So like this is his last remnant of existence, is this painting. And his mom, who painted, well, is a painter, basically went into it and is keeping it
alive.
What were you gonna say? Yeah, keeping it alive. And his dad wants to get rid of it because it is killing the family. It's tearing them all apart. The mom's away. It's tearing the sisters apart. And, like, he dies in real life. So...
yeah, Verso is actually, like, dead. And it's just part of his soul is in the painting. And the whole thing is grief. Like, the mom won't let it go. But it's killing her to stay in the painting.
And it's killing the dad to see her killing herself for the painting, so he's trying to break the painting. So meanwhile, they're neglecting Maëlle and her sister.
Yeah, and Maëlle, she was supposed to go in and help the dad destroy the painting, but the mom, like, put a curse on her as she was coming in to try and, like, trick her into backing her by, like, making her be born into the world. So she grew attachments to all the people in the painting. So she was trying to manipulate
basically got
her.
to hang out with her brother.
Yeah, and then she gets to hang out with her brother. She's friends with Luna and the other characters because she grew up there. She wasn't supposed to do that. Like, she doesn't even remember who she is until you stop the paintress, and then literally everyone dies.
Yeah, you gamage the whole world.
Yeah, because
the whole painting.
She was the only thing stopping the whole painting from being destroyed. It's so incredible. Like, who thought of this?
It was, oh, dude, it's fucking genius, and it's such a beautiful story too. Because I do want to talk about the endings, because at the ends are really, I mean. It's a great place to have a dual ending, and they do a dual ending. They have, you play as Maëlle or you play as Verso, and you fight each other. And basically, if Maëlle wins, she gets to stay in the painted world and the canvas stays alive. And if Verso wins, I didn't actually see the Verso ending. I just heard about it, but they destroy the painting and then they all move on, right?
Correct. And like, the thing about Maëlle is she, in the real world, she was in there was a horrible fire that killed Verso and horribly scarred her. So, like, she can't talk. She's got burns all over her face. So, to her, her life is the painted world. But Verso knows if she stays there, she's not going to leave, and it's going to kill her.
She'll be corrupted like her mom was, basically. Like,
yeah, so
it's like staying somewhere for too long. Like, it's okay in increments, but if you stay, you get poisoned, basically, if you stay in too long.
Yeah, if you stay in a painting too long. And I guess this is like their powers, their families. They're just referred to as the painters.
That's the thing. Like, there's this, like, we're just learning about this world. Well, we're just in a painting, and then they throw this, like, meta concept of there's, like, people called painters, and this is their thing, and we're with a family of them. And there's also, like, a guild or society of writers, which I'm assuming write things into existence.
Yeah,
And like they're feuding on the outside.
and they're the ones that killed Versa, the writer.
Yeah, so yeah, and I guess Mael is actually she's not really interested in painting as much as writing or storytelling or something. So they trick her, and somehow they actually don't describe it in the game. I just
No, I
looked
think
into
that's
it.
probably for like if there is going to be a sequel, you would find out about that.
Yeah, so like why? But basically, the writers tricked Mael and the family and burnt down the house. Was trying to kill Mael, but Verso saved her and it took his life instead. And so like she's fucked up. She basically has no real life now, and
No.
everyone blames her for the death of their, perfect little baby boy. And so she's neglected in the real world. And the only place in the painted world, Verso's world, she's literally a god. She becomes the paintress. I mean,
Yeah,
she
she can
has the power.
manipulate the world. Yeah, because
Yeah, I mean, because she knows she is a painter. Like she does have that power. Once it's unlocked, it's unlocked. So she becomes a deity in the painted world. But that would be, if you pick the bad ending, that comes at the cost of Verso doesn't have a life anymore. Like he knows he's a figment of imagination, living a fake world that is killing his real outside family.
yeah, because he's not even. That isn't even the part of his soul. That's just the mom painted him into existence. So that's just like the mom, the paintress, painted the whole family into this world so she could be with them. And
But
Verso
he's the only one with the real memories, though.
does he? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's the clutch. That's the kick
Because
that
his
she
soul's
painted
in the
him
painting.
full. Yes, because she painted him full color. If you look at their like portraits, he's the only one full color because he is a direct replica of Verso. Like he's the only one, and that's why he remembers everything too. Like Mael's only a figment of what she really is. So like no one, and that's why Renoir is only evil because she only drew him to be evil
Yeah, and to basically
or
destroy
painted him.
anyone coming to kill her.
Yeah, it was like a real like love-hate relationship, like they're fighting couple on this monolith. It's kind of makes you chuckle that at the end of the day it's just pissed off mom and dad on this island, like
Yeah.
causing this fucking mayhem because mom and dad are fighting.
And that's like why it's so insane because like we're up to the point where you finally like figure out you're in a painting, like the characters in this, like it seems like it's a real world. There's like these people have memories and histories. It's insane.
Well, it brings into the question of like it really makes you question, does it matter? Does it matter? Like if you found out that your world was fake, but you liked it, would it matter?
Yeah, I think that's the existential question of this game. Like, did Mael? So if you play with Mael and you beat it with her, she basically stays in the painting, and she's around all the people she loves, and she brings Gustav back. She brings her the kids back to life. She brings
CL's husband.
CL's husband, Luna's parents.
But that's like they want them back, but like they're not supposed to be there. Like, so how does that feel right?
Yeah, and like she ends up slowly going insane is what it's implied, like because that she's not supposed to be there that long. But she's just basically taken a world and made it perfect for herself.
Dude, that I think I mean I think there's a good and bad ending, but I think the bad ending is the right ending.
The one where she's in the painting?
Yes. Like
Yeah.
I think that makes just because like the whole family, every single one of them is selfish. Every single one of them wants to do what they want. And Mael is no different, and that's what would happen. Like in my opinion, like it just makes sense to me. Like she would forego everything because she's lost too much to care anymore.
Dude, and that speech when she's saying, and my God, the voice performance from Shadowheart. What's her real name?
Oh my God. Oh, it's like, I forget it. Ellie Leonard or something.
Oh my God,
but
this
yeah,
is the
yeah.
best voice acting performance in the history of video games. When she's like making that speech of like, what do I have to go back to? A family that hates me, a world where I can't speak.
I know.
Oh my God, you're just feeling her emotion so much there. It's insane.
And like she's 16 in the game, and like to imagine that, like, and that's the thing too, like to put that into perspective of like, if she had half her life left, and she chose to go on this expedition. So like she was like an outlier. Like a lot of people usually didn't do that.
Yeah.
So like you felt for her from the get-go. You're like, this chick's really badass, but like at the same time, like she's young and like you don't really want her to be there.
Yeah, like
she's
why
16.
is she?
Right. So
But she doesn't want to leave him behind.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he fucking dies.
Yeah. Right. And so like everything, Mael can't win. She basically goes from like my brother figure, Gustav, dies. And then I realize that I'm hanging out with my dead brother the whole time anyhow. Like, she goes from one traumatic event to another, and like to expect her to not finally do something for herself
and for her own happiness. Yeah.
And like and that's the thing too at the end, like Verso's not real.
No.
Like, and
none
like
of them are.
like right. And like, well, Mael's real.
Yeah, but like none of the other people in that painting are real.
No, right. So, but I'm saying, like, if you go, like, you destroy the painting and everything, you are destroying Mael's life. Because, like, she has nothing left.
No, not in the real world. That's the thing. Yeah.
You know, right. So it's like, but if Mael picks the painting, like, I think that even Renoir was like, I know I'm sending you to your death, but there is nothing else for you.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. That speech before they fight or versus like I see it, your dad saw it, but he didn't want to believe it. Like, I have to destroy this painting because you will not leave.
Yeah.
And that's why they end up fighting, because he, like, even as he cares for her after this whole thing, and he doesn't want her to die in that painting. And even if you play as Mael and you're killing him and he's fading away and he's dying and he's like, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what we. Oh my God.
I know.
This game made me cry like 4 times.
I welled up quite a bit, and like like I knew that something was up with the shadow figures. I mean, of course, everyone did, but to find out that that's like him as a kid, like that's part, like that is his soul that you're talking to.
Yeah, that's the shadow figure the whole time, is just the part of him that's just in the painting, trapped.
That's stuck there. That's actually making the painting happen. And it's like Verso is such a tragic character because he wants to be a musician, but he's a painter family. So like they made him paint and he only did one. And that's why it's so precious. But like he didn't want to ever do it again. And then he died. So like all he had was basically one painting and music.
Yeah.
And that's what his world was. And like that's what that painting is, which is crazy. It's like it's a gorgeous world with wonderful music.
Yeah, it is really what it is. He nailed it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hot take this though. I think Ben Starr is a great voice actor, but I'm kind of tired of the Clive. Like I hear him all the time. I wish he would change up his voice a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's just like I'm constantly here. Like it's Ben Starr. Like it's Ben Starr. It's Ben Starr.
Yeah.
Like Shadowheart. Like I think it's gonna be like 2 more games, and I'm gonna be saying the same thing about her.
Yeah.
Like You know, it's really good, but he's always so fucking handsome too. It's like Ben Starr in, you know,
I think you're just
Expedition
jealous of his
33.
handsome voice, Andrew.
No, no, like I'm not. It's like it's just I want him to sound a little bit different. Like it's just Ben Starr's everywhere, and I think he's a great dude, and I love his vibe, but I just feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy 15 when I'm talking, or 16 when I'm talking to him, and that has nothing on this game.
No, it
And
doesn't.
it's just like I don't want to feel like I don't want that crust there. Like I don't want the crusty Clive there. I just want Verso, and I don't know. I found myself sometimes in this game being like, Verso, shut the fuck up. Verso, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Verso, shut the fuck up, dude. But at the end of the day, I get it. I get him. His story sucks. Like not that it wasn't well written. Like he is a very tragic character.
Yes.
But again, like he's being selfish again. Like his even his soul in a painting is being selfish. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. It's like there's never a right answer.
No,
you don't think he's being selfish?
No, I don't think so, because he just wants his sister to live. Like I feel like that's the opposite of selfish.
But
like if he was being
okay, so
if he was being selfish, he would want the canvas to like stay so he was still alive.
No. Well, he's being selfish because he doesn't want to be alive anymore. He doesn't give a he does care about Mael, but he doesn't care as much as he does about. He doesn't want to paint anymore, he says. He's like, I'm done.
Yeah, but
I don't want this anymore.
He just doesn't
Mael,
want it
he
anymore.
said but he's sending his sister, the only person that's like tried really for him, to a fucking life of just pure tragedy where she probably will commit suicide.
I mean, that's
Like,
dark, but yeah. I mean, the ending doesn't give you...
She can't talk and she has a burned face, dude. Like,
yeah.
And her parents fucking hate her.
Yeah,
like,
and her sister
she's like the burnt cripple in the corner that you, like, whip and, like, don't give food or something. Like, they treat her like a freak.
That is
and
true.
It's awful.
That's the whole thing. It's like you're condemning her to a miserable life, but if she stays there... But the other question,
does Verso realize he's fake and go, oh, I'm fake, I'll just be fake. Like, that's what I am. Like, he's committing suicide because, but that's being a martyr if for some reason. I don't agree with it. I think he's being a puss.
Also, too, like, they could stay into these paintings because the paintress was going to be there for 100 years. So how long could Mael stay in this thing before she died? And it would be better than her real life.
Yeah. I think, again, it's selfish. Like, Mael chose selfishly, Verso chose selfishly, the mom chose selfishly. Like, they all chose selfishly.
It's just like they don't know how to handle the grief of the reality of their situation. So I mean, that's kind of like just a commentary on like every video games and entertainment in general. Like, we can't handle our real lives, so we escape into something. Like, I think that's the meta commentary of the whole thing. Like, in real life, like, our real lives suck. You know what I mean? So you go into these other worlds to escape them. But, like, what if you could live in one of these worlds? Would you ever come out? Right.
And would it be wrong if you went there and had but enjoyed it and had a good life there? Like, it's an interesting concept. It's like, is it unethical to go, like, to basically...
this game has more layers than I even thought.
Right. That's what I mean. It's like, you just keep peeling, dude. It's like an onion.
Yeah. Like,
but
I was just like...
is it unethical to make that choice and live in that, like, a known... we could just say VR. Let's do that. Because that's the most realistic thing. It's like, what if VR was so realistic that you couldn't tell the difference and you were happy there? Would it be unethical to live most of your life there? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good existential question. That's like too like Verso. Does he have a right to make that choice for her?
I don't think so, because I think we're pretending Verso's real. Like, he is trying to pretend he's real because he's not. But he
Yeah,
thinks he is.
He
But
believes he is. There, he is real though.
right. So he's committing suicide to save his sister again. Again.
Yeah. Again.
But she didn't want it. She never did. So he keeps jumping on grenades that he's he's basically he's like, jumping on grenades. No one's running from these grenades. He's just jumping on them.
Well, I mean, he saved her from a fire.
Maybe she didn't want out.
Yeah, true.
Maybe you find out she was trying to commit suicide.
Maybe. That's depressing.
Her parents fucking suck, I'll tell you what.
Well, I don't
maybe not up until that point.
I don't get the impression that they suck. I just feel like they're overwhelmed with grief and the weight of their like situation.
No, I think they ended up just completely neglecting them because of the situation. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably didn't suck as parents, and it was probably one of those. It was a wonderful, wealthy family, and then tragedy struck and just crumbled it to pieces, which was probably the writer's MO from the beginning.
Yeah, and because the mom staying in the painting so long was the issue of why she got sent in, and because the dad was not winning the fight even with the other. So the mom must be the most powerful of them, because
she's the most. Well, I think at the end it even says she was the most talented painter, in the house.
Because
probably
even the older sister, they tried the older sister and the dad to do it, and you're like, we can't do this, Mael, you go in. And you try to do something. But originally she just went in to get her mom out. But
she basically went in and was going to be a painter inside, but then her mom snagged her up and just birthed her out into their painted world. Real fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. Their mom is fucked up, because she basically was like, I can't take all three of them. I'm gonna trick Mael into being on my side. Is essentially what she did.
Right, and then so we just come full circle again. We go, the paintress was the villain at the beginning of the game, and then we realize she was actually warning everybody, and then we realize she's actually killing, she's trying to actively destroy her own family.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to leave the painting.
So a hero to some is a villain to most. It's a common theme in there too. It's just everyone has a hero in this. Everyone's also a villain.
Because even Ren
except the people of Luminaire, the people of the painting really are the only fine people. I don't think there was a single bad person in the game.
No, they were just.
They're all genuinely nice people. There's a couple cocky ones, but nothing that guy's a dick.
Yeah, they were just a nice group of people, and even Renoir, he seems like a villain. But the more you think about his situation, it's his wife is fucking ran away to another world and is fucking dying, and he has to sit there and watch her die. Of course he's going to want to destroy that painting to try and save, one of his children is trapped in there, and his fucking wife is in there and doesn't want to come out. What is he supposed to do?
He basically is saying, he's we lost the kid, and you're basically causing us to lose everyone now. We already lost one. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, because the older
get out of the
sister.
Painting, let's make the family work.
I love the older sister because she just seems to want to fucking kill the writers. She doesn't,
dude. She does. She's fuck those fuckers.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to care that they're in this painting. She's I'll deal with this after I kill these motherfuckers.
She's like, you deal with this, Mayo. I got other things to do.
Like, that is essentially what she was like. She's like, Mael, you go in there and you get our parents because I have to go fight these writers. And like, it was her. She put the monsters out there to like try and stop the mother, like basically the paintress, like the she was creating these monsters to attack her essentially. Like, did not give two fucks what was going on in that painting.
So the one thing I'm confused about, and I guess I never really learned, was why was it fractured? Why did the land fuck off to where like the humans lived separately from where everything else is?
That was the dad. That's when he came in.
He caused the fracture.
Correct. He came in and he tried to fucking delete the painting. He like exploded the world. And the mom, the paintress, kept who she could alive. And that's why the longer
separated and trapped him. Gotcha.
Correct. And the longer she's in the painting, the more of her power wanes. So like, since he went in after her, he's gonna outlast her. So that's what the countdown is, because
yeah,
she basically is like, I can keep everyone alive who's under 30. I can keep 40, 39. Now I'm down to like, I can only keep 33-year-olds alive because she's waning in power. And every time she wanes, the dad, because he wasn't in there as long, like, I guess he was in there 67 years. That's why he caused the fracture, because he says it. He's like, I've been in here for 67 years and the countdown's on 33. So he caused it, because he came in and he was like, I'm wiping this painting out. I'm taking my wife home and I'm done with this. But because she was so powerful, she was able to use some of her power to save people and keep.
So like they mentioned, so they mentioned chroma a lot, and that's just kind of like the life force of this world, right? Like doesn't he take the chroma and then Sia turns them into Necrons to fight the paintress, and then when they die, like the chroma just dissipates, and that's why there's no like power going back to her. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like, chroma is the painter's power, basically. They need chroma to manipulate the world. So without chroma, they can't do anything. And that's why her power is waning, because she can't get any more, because he's taking it and turning things into the sister and him are taking the chroma and turning it into monsters, man. They do not. They want none of this world anymore.
Well, I mean, think about it. Like, look at it this way. Like, what if, hypothetically, you had like a brother or sister that was like a very introverted person, and you found out that they had this like little world they lived in, but like it was ruining their lives? Wouldn't you just like go step on it?
Yeah, you would, absolutely. Yeah. Like,
but like you would, but like realistically, this game goes, well, what if that was actually like 1 million people?
Yeah, and like with families and children.
Right, like what if you were just actually stepping on a world, like your world, but a world? It's like, what?
Yeah, because like in their world, they're just regular people. Like, the reason, what was the girl's name? Gustav's girlfriend,
Sophie.
Like, you find out if like I think it's one of the texts. The reason they like stopped dating and couldn't make it work is because she wanted kids and he wouldn't bring kids into a world where they wouldn't live. Like, so they're just in this world. They're just regular people.
Yeah, and like it's such an interesting concept to like turn a mass suicide. It's not a suicide, but a mass genocide into like almost like a beautiful festival. Like it's such a dark cope. It's a dark cope. Is what it is.
It really is.
But it's beautiful. Like, because what would you do if like you knew like it was literally written on the wall when you were gonna die?
Like, yeah, fucked up, man.
It is. It really, really is. And
that was the thing whenever I got to like that part where I found out about the paintress and everything, and I was the first one there, and I was just telling people, whatever your guess is to what's going on, I'll tell you this much, you're wrong. Like, because you would never have guessed they're in a painting. Like, it's insane.
I mean, you could guess, like, I kind of assumed we were in some kind of world of some sort. Maybe it got mixed. Because, like, the fucking Eiffel Tower's, like, melting sideways. Like, something's amuck. But the fact that it's like, okay, I see, we're in a painting. Okay, I get kind of see that. Wait, there's a painter. There's souls. This is a soul. This is actually kind of a real person now. Like, wait, this is it. But this is your daughter?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
what the fuck?
It just fucking, yeah. It Katamari Damashi's real quick.
That's what I mean. Like, this is just such a crazy, like, story and, like, such a good work of fiction. Like, just, like, so many layers. It's about loss and, what is real, what isn't.
And I think that it's such a good story, the way it's told. I think the way it plays, like, the combats is set up so well for those situations of, like, commentary to happen, but you still feel like you're fighting, and it's all very organic flowing. It's just really, really well done. It's yeah. Sometimes they even make the combat a spectacle in and of itself. Like, just do things in combat you weren't even expecting. You know, they keep it interesting.
Yeah, I wish I would have known that, like, I would have fought the end boss without doing all the side stuff first, because it seemed like it was epic.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think he was probably. I don't think he was the hardest guy in the game or anything. How about the fact we didn't even mention, dude? But we didn't even mention the curator and how that was the real Renoir.
Yeah, the curator. He's like.
He helps you the whole game.
Helps you the whole game, yeah, and you think he's a good dude.
But he's your dad in disguise.
Yeah, there's so much like that where, like, we haven't even really talked about how cool, like, Luna. What was the other girl? Why can't I remember her name?
CL. Because it's like hard to say. It's like SCIEL. It's CL.
Like, how great they are, and then the other party member who's like one of the puppet guys, like,
dude,
how cool they all fucking are. Like, how great their voice actresses are, their performances, the emotions they bring. Like, Luna has the best fucking attack in the game. Like,
I know. You give the mage the best fucking base attack. Kudos, man. I didn't. But, I like, didn't really.
The thing with the other ending is you have to watch them fade, and it is hard.
Yeah, no. I like them better than anyone in the real world in this. Everyone in the real world in this game sucks.
Yeah, they did. Except for the sister, the older sister. I like the cut of her jib.
She sucks.
Yeah,
but
she's
I like cool.
Her. Yeah,
but she's cool.
She's cool. I like the cut of her jib.
Cool people suck sometimes. I mean, that's just part of it.
Yeah, that's me, basically. But yeah, like, Luna is so awesome. And, like, even her, like, she has, like, such a deep, rich backstory of, like, she's a researcher and her parents were big researchers and they were like, we're going to get gamaged here. So this is passed on to you, fucking CL. Her husband and her child were killed. Like, it's insane how deep these characters are that aren't even real.
We're going to get gamaged here, so you better.
Yeah.
And that's how they say it, though, too. It's just like, yeah, that we're going to, like, they got gamaged. And it's just like, whoa. Like, that's how their culture is in this game. And it's like, wow.
Yeah, you better step up.
Yeah, and this game's like, fucking, like, this game you feel like you're going to get gamaged. Like, you feel immersed in this fucking game. You feel so immersed in this game, in fact, you don't want to destroy it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's an existential crisis for the player to make. It's not even just, like, you're picking it for Mael or Verso, but you're also picking it for yourself. Like,
that's what I mean.
That
like,
world. That world was beautiful.
I said
Fuck Verso.
Like my original thought was when I beat it, I'm siding with Mael on this. Like the world's beautiful, the characters are beautiful. What's she have to go back to? But then after you do it, and then it shows her like going insane, then you're like, oh shit, maybe that wasn't the right decision.
Right. But then again, it's like I'm sure that the you could say the same thing about the quote unquote good ending, you know. It's like now she doesn't have a life, you know.
Well, the good ending kind of implies that they're finally moving past his death. Like they're all around his grave, and they're giving gifts, and then like she sees everybody, and they like fade away. It's kind of beautiful, and it does give you. Like,
I almost fucking cried just thinking about fuck that.
Yeah, it is sad, and it does give you a date. Like he died in 1905, so that's when the game.
Oh, Verso did.
Yeah, so the game takes place in 1905. So 100. It's in the past.
Or shortly after that, yeah. That makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah, who knows? Because like the time you're in the painting versus the real world doesn't really make any. They don't really like try to make any sense of that, nor does it really need to make sense.
Yeah, they're just saying that like they've been in there a long time, and in that painting world, it's been 67 years.
Yeah, it's been 67 years since Daddy showed up.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Comet Dad shows up and the world's gonna end in 100 years.
Yeah,
it's fucking badass. Everything about it is fucking badass.
It's so emotional, this game. Like, what an emotional roller coaster, and like none of it would work if it wasn't like so well written, and the voice acting was so good. Like everything is just so good in this game. This is like the best game ever, almost. Like, you know what I mean?
It really is hard. It's hard to argue it, honestly. Minus the platforming and the fucking volleyball, I'd have to agree.
Yeah.
The Monaco, the other companion that you get. Did you play as him much?
No, I basically used Luna, Mael, and Verso the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I put CL in there, and I did the Charlie's Angels run. Dude, she got fucking good.
I heard CL
CL was like, they all get really good, but like, I got CL to be like one of those like trickster kind of characters where she was hitting for like 75k or like 4k. So she kind of varied, but that's why I liked her. I just played for fun with her.
I would have. You would think really I would have Charlie's Angeled it, but I don't know.
I don't know why you picked. I don't know how you picked Verso.
I really liked Verso, man. I don't know what it was. I liked the cut of his jib, and I think it was because I liked Gustav so much that I think I just wanted. I just rolled in with him. Because I didn't use,
I could get that. Yeah,
it was the Guston factor because he was so awesome. I had him, and then I was like, well, I didn't want to switch to her at that point because like their levels carry over and stuff.
Yeah,
and then
actually, I didn't switch to CL till like halfway through the game because I was like, you know what, Verso, fuck you.
Yeah, I actually didn't switch to Mael till about halfway through the game.
I stuck to her. She was tough at the beginning.
Yeah. What's like and that's like why New Game Plus was so much fun for me, just because like you do feel like the god you are, because there's this build you can do with her with like the right pictos. Like you get her one sword where she just starts in this virtuosa stance. Where she does like 200 damage. So what you could do is there's just like a set of pictos you can use where it's like when you're solo, she gets 50% more attack. So you just roll in solo. Then you get one where it's like inverted. She gets 50% attack.
I used that one on her for a while.
Yeah. So you use that solo one. There's one where if you're under 10%, you get plus 50% attack. So you could just come in and you're doing like 450% attack, and then you're critting 100% of the time because the weapon scales off luck. So, and
because you're 99, yeah.
yeah. So then you just, if anyone survives the first attack, there's another picto that if you get under
round 2,
yeah, if you get under 30%, you go again, essentially. So what happens is there's a picto where you can go twice in a row. So you come in, you do the one attack. If the guy manages to survive it, she has that skill where she can go to 1 HP and put herself in virtuoso stance. So you could do that, and then you go into virtuoso stance again, and you're doing an additional 100 times damage, and then you just hit him, and it does like 2.8 billion damage.
Billion?
Yeah, it's in the billions. It's insane. Like, I didn't even look it up. I just figured it out. Like, so
that's awesome.
Yeah.
No, you're not even. I don't think you're doing the nerf though. They're nerfing that specific ability.
Oh, it's gotta be the one ability that just hits like a tank. So her one ability where she just like summons the sword.
Olsen, I think it's called, or something.
Yeah, that's the one.
Anson or something.
Yeah. You do that move, and then you do the move where she can go again, and you just do it again. And like the hardest boss in the game, I kept trying to fight him, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come back to him later. And then I was just like looking at the pictos, and I figured out this Mael build. I'm like, I wonder if this. He didn't even get an attack off on me. Like, I just killed him instantly. And then it was fun because I was like, I want to go through the game again because there's a lot of really cool things with like noticing stuff the second time you're playing it. Like even the conversation you have with the paintress when you finally fight her, where she's just like, it's you, how did you get in here? And then like, you're not
you
taking
actually know what she's
she's talking about, like, you're not taking this canvas from me. Like, just there's all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you're just fucking Mael, the paintress god, killing everything instantly. And how great is her hair when she comes back?
Oh, her whole get-up, dude.
Yeah.
Her whole
get-up, amazing.
Perfect.
That's the thing.
Yeah, dude,
there's so much to talk about how good there is in this game. Like, how cool does she look? Fucking all the outfits you can get that are free. I didn't have to pay them an extra $40 to dress.
I didn't have to get the deluxe edition to get the circus jacket.
Yeah, like, dude, you get the berets.
I know, dude.
Luna has a civilian outfit, and it is the best outfit for her. She looks exactly like Lucy Liu.
Oh, I don't think does she have sunglasses on?
No, that's her one outfit.
Okay.
She has beret. Her beret has sunglasses you get from killing the mimes. How cool are the mimes?
Dude, the mimes fucking scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But they're awesome. They're like it's like fighting Edward Scissorhands or something. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
Dude, the song when you fight him is so good.
It is. It's like, it's like an uncomfortable, like, catchy jig, and you're just like, I don't know about this fight. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like many great, like killing those.
It's like watching a clown. You're like, I don't know if I like this, but I'm
like
entertained.
Fighting it. Yeah, you're fighting it.
That kind of shit was cool. I didn't really care for the like push the ball puzzle things they threw in this. Like, I don't think those really needed to be in here, but.
Push the
you
ball.
You had to chase those like ball creatures.
Oh yeah, I didn't care for those. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those weren't that intrusive, but those were like kind of stupid. And I think you had to one shot those, or did you have to retry, like rest and retry?
You can retry. There's just most of them have like a specific way you have to kill them.
Yeah, they're just gimmick fights.
Yeah,
really.
They're gimmick fights, and like they don't give you like. Getting those like lucite that upgrade your luminary points at the beginning, they seem important, but at the end you can just straight up farm those from the one area.
Yeah, I mean, like the game it kind of becomes arbitrary, like near the end. Even when when I was getting near the end, and I didn't really do a ton of side stuff, I was one trying everything. I really just there was a point it clicked, man. My characters just flew, and I didn't
Yeah.
even need to try anymore. So
and it does, like, it is cool that it does that though, because like by the time you're like feeling real powerful, you realize Mael is a god and you're a god in this world.
right, so it's like again, it like all lines up with expectations. It's like I feel like a god. Oh, I am one. Okay,
Yeah, that makes sense.
You kind of give them that. Oh, you got me. You had me going there. I thought you were a video game. You know.
Yeah, and like even there's like a lot of stuff like how awesome were some of the bosses, like the dancer lady.
Oh my god. Well, that was like Lune's like thing. I think her boss kind of thing because you get her outfit
Yeah.
with Lune. Yeah, but yeah, like that was fucking gorgeous, and it's like you have to like go down that spiral coliseum to get to her, and you can like watch her and
Dance
she's
the whole-
singing and and you
and you can get charmed.
It's just
It's like there's so many. Like I could talk about like just so many little things like that I love with this game, where even the second area in the fucking game where it's like water, where it's like fish are like swimming through the air.
yeah, where like you are underwater but you're not.
Yeah, but
and you're like,
not.
okay.
It really feels like
This
it
is
could be a
fucking
painting.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird that you go into this game and you're playing it and you don't realize you're in a painting. And you're like, what? Of course I'm in a painting.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
didn't I think I was in a painting? This is a fucking painting. But it does such a good job of making it. I think it does such a good job immersing you in the world that you're not questioning anything other than like the gomage. You're like, we need to stop the paintress, like no matter what.
That's why like
And
the
so
first half
you don't
of the game
even
works so well.
Yeah, you don't even think about much else. And until shit, and then you realize the paintress, of course, isn't who you think it is,
Yeah, and like, but up to that point, like, there's not really many clues. Like, because even when I replayed it, there aren't any really, like, clues that you're in a painting. Like, besides them calling her the paintress, you know what I mean? Until
Yeah, and they just do that because
she paints a number.
Right. Yeah, so it's just kind of ironic, really, I think.
Yeah, like, there's
I
nothing.
think it's the only, it's like an ironic foreshadow is really all that is.
Yeah, it is wild. What a fucking game. And yeah, I'm just so glad I got to play this game. 10,000 years of human history, and I was here for fucking Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Yeah, seriously, man, it's a treat. It's a work of absolute fucking art in every sense of the word. And I do want to say this one thing. I haven't said this to anyone else. I think someone might have had a foot fetish in this game. Just saying.
I don't see it besides Luna.
Dude, well, the Morocco guy, he collects feet and legs of his enemies to learn their abilities.
Yeah, maybe.
He's like, and he polishes his precious feet, his feet collection in his backpack.
I never even took notice of that.
Yeah, dude, him and Verso polished like Necron's feet, Nevron's feet, in like the Camp the One cutscene. I was like, this is fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, that's like Luna. Like, even though she does play a guitar at one point, I still like her. But part of me was like, that fucker with a guitar at a party.
Yeah, but she was classy about it. She only played for the gomage. She
Yeah.
didn't bring it along. She didn't show up with it.
Yeah, she had it with
Luna,
her.
did you
in
bring
one
your
of-
guitar? Said no one.
Yeah, like no one wants you to listen to you dick around on a guitar.
No, all I want to see, I just want to see Ben Starr play, like push his little fingers across those sweet keys.
Yeah, I like the ending too, wherever it's like he doesn't even want to play.
Dude, I will say, yeah, Mael's ending, that scene of her face might give me nightmares because that's like, so like I love that character.
Oh, she's so good in that game.
And like to see her like that, like fucked up and like disformed and like that, like that piano like off key they do when that shows her. It's just it frightened me. Like I actually got like scary chills, like flight chills when I saw that.
Yeah,
And I was
so
like,
did I. Because
whoa.
it's like, dude,
Ugh.
you by the end of this game really fucking care about Mael.
Yeah, you care about everyone,
Yeah.
honestly. You care everyone but the real people. Like you do, but you don't. And that's again, it's the whole conundrum of the situation. It's like everyone that you do care about isn't even real.
Yeah, it's so wild. It's like even talking about it and thinking about this game. Like this is the kind of thing whenever you like play it and you finish it. I have thought about nothing but this game and the implications of this game since I beat it.
Yeah.
And like
again, I've been thinking about that idea of just like what if I found a world that I knew wasn't like I wasn't real in, but it was better? Would I stay there or something? And like how
yeah,
would that play out and all that? It's like it's a wild thing to think about. And this game dives like 6 layers deep into that thought and then some. It's just a wonderful like it's a wonderful like emotional roller coaster
Yeah.
that like you really can't. It's like I just want to shake their hands and say thank you for this. Like
yes.
I didn't think something like this could ever exist.
No, and like it's just like I have not been blown away by like a piece of media as much as I was by this in God knows how long, since probably being a kid.
Yeah, man, it's made me feel like a kid again. Like when I was playing this game, I didn't give a fuck about much else, and it was almost like a blur. It was like I lived there. I lived in that painting for
and
30 hours, and I was just like, wow, yeah, like
another layer to it. Like whenever you were playing this game, like you did not think about anything else. Like you weren't thinking about your real life or what. You were just locked into this game, and you were essentially Mael.
Yeah,
locked into it.
Yeah, and the brilliance of the game too is the paintress is always in sight. Like if you're outside or near an outside or a window, like they show her. Like you see 33 all the time.
It's always
and yep, and you have like a whole year. So you don't really have a time pressure. So when there's those slow moments, you can enjoy them. But you know that inevitably you gotta go fight this huge fucking number in the sky. And like like realistically you're gonna just fucking die. Like it's an Armageddon game.
Yeah.
It's like an Armageddon. It's a suicide mission. It always has been.
The only reason
this one has a twist.
Yeah, the only reason they made it, you know what I mean? It's like the only reason they made it is because they had Verso and they had Mael. Like that's the only reason. Because even the painted version of Renoir didn't want to hurt Mael.
Right. Yeah.
And he didn't want to hurt Verso, so it's like the only reason they were able to make it to the paintress was because of who they were. Wow, what a game.
And and like I think they hint at that. That's why Verso was so secretive. He's like, this is our one shot.
Yeah, did you get to the cutscene too where he was like, I could have saved Gustav, but I knew he might talk you out of killing the patrons?
Yeah.
So
and like
yeah, he just like let him die because Verso ultimately wants to destroy the canvas too, when he thought like if he was still alive, that the fact that she loved him, he could stop her from killing the patrons.
Wow. Yeah. So it sounds like Verso's a selfish bastard.
I think that's the point. Everyone in this is a selfish bastard that doesn't know how to deal with grief.
I think the least selfish person. Who do you think the least selfish person in this game is?
Probably all the fake ones, either Luna or.
Well, okay, the least selfish family member. Because you're right, definitely like the expeditioners are the least selfish. But
I would say Renoir.
Yeah, absolutely. I would too.
Yeah.
Because he does none of this is affecting him. He literally is like, I just want my family out of this painting, and
Yeah.
that's a very respectable thing.
Yeah, it's just like
All things considered.
Yeah, for what has gone down, he's like, I can't let my son's death be the death of my wife and my other child.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the sisters like go and punish her, which is awesome.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
why,
like,
dude, she's cool. She's not, like, I want to.
maybe the next game will be her just fucking taking down the writers.
Yeah, her going Punisher mode like that. That's how you do a sequel. It's just like cover-based shooter just coming in. That's the thing though. Like I don't see.
Shooter.
I don't see how you follow this game up. Like,
dude,
they're gonna have to. Good luck is what I'm saying.
Well, dude, they just wrote the most mind-blowing story I've ever experienced as a person. Like, I still haven't emotionally figured out how I feel about this game.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't settled on it yet. Like, I'm still like you said, I'm still thinking about it.
I beat it
almost like
3
need
days
to
ago.
write an essay.
Yeah.
I like almost need to write about it. This podcast is helping because I get to talk about it, but it's like it's not going away.
Yeah, you're right. If anyone could write a sequel, and he might they might already have an idea because like just with the writers thing, like there's obviously something else going on. Maybe this is just part 1.
I mean, like, think about it. Instead of a painting, we would just be in a written story. So that could be a sequel, like the writer's family. That's like, this whole game's called Clair Obscur, which means light and dark, contrast in French.
Yeah.
So like if they would do a sequel, it would make logical sense with the way that they're doing, like it's called Clair Obscur, to go to the writers next because they did the painters, so they got to do the yin to the yang, right? Like,
yeah, it would make sense.
And they reference them just enough to go, they are there. And it's just such a factual thing. There's no any kind of explanation to it. They're just like, we are painters, they are writers, they hate us.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it. Yeah, and it's like, dude, you'll never get a twist like this again.
No, it was the Sixth Sense of video games.
It really was. It was the best twist in a video game. The only thing I like, for its time, Silent Hill 2, you killed your wife, but even that is just, there's nothing that compares to this twist. Like, I'm trying to think.
It's like you kill your wife in Silent Hill, and this, you kill everyone you ever met in the game by accident.
Yeah, by accident. Yeah, this is just one of those works of fiction, man, where I'm just like, what even stories have I read in my life where I've been like as emotionally invested as I was in this game? And I could think of like One Piece for me. That's it. Like this game.
Yeah, I don't even know, man. As I played through this, like, it's a weird feeling. Time kind of stopped for me. Like, I don't really remember what happened in between my playing sessions, but I do remember playing the game. It was like I tunnel visioned to this sucker because it was like, feed me as much as you want to pour down my throat.
Yeah, and it's the beauty of the game because like I was having a really shitty real life while I was playing this game, and whenever I was playing this game, I was in that painted world with them, and I had forgotten that my real life was so bad. That's the point of the entire game. It's crazy.
And this year has been the hardest year of my life, personally. Haven't dealt with I've dealt with things I've never imagined I'd have to deal with, and I'm 33 years old.
Yeah.
This would be my gamage.
You would have been
I'd be gamaging in 2 months.
Yeah, you would be.
So I was playing this game as if I was going to get fucking gamaged. I'm like, that's not fucking fair.
Yeah.
Like I didn't fucking make, like, what are these rules, Paintress? You want to fucking go? And like Mael's like, I'm gonna fucking murder you and Renoir, and I'm gonna fucking kill
Yeah.
everybody.
It
And
was
I'm
like, let's
yeah,
go. You want to go? Let's fucking go.
that's right. And again, I think another YouTuber I was watched about this game is also 33 or 34, so he was also playing it like the same way. Like he immediately kind of clicked with that, like, holy shit, I would be either expeditioning or fucking gamaged.
Yeah, I'd have been gumaged
So
years ago.
you would have been gone, but I would have been expeditioning. I would have been on this crew, dude. I would have been
Yeah,
probably.
Renoir would have fucked you, dude.
I
don't
was
think
just gonna say I would have got Renoir immediately.
you definitely would have. Like, you
I'd
do
be
not
like,
have
oh,
the
Pierce
cardio.
Brosnan, and I die.
Yeah, you do not have the cardio to get away from him.
I used to.
You have the brute strength to fight him, but
I'll sucker punch him and then just explode.
yeah, exactly. You would get a hit in, maybe.
Yeah, I'll get a push or shove or maybe a punch, but yeah, nothing much past that. Maybe I'll give Gustav a good run.
Yeah.
Get away, run!
Dude, just that beginning. We do have to wrap this up because this could
Oh,
go
we could
forever.
talk-
We're at
yeah.
like 2 hours, and I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, so I just thank you, Kester, for allowing me to talk to someone who has just recently played this, because not everyone has this opportunity.
Yeah,
and
I've been
this
waiting.
game, I would have been so fucking. This would have been, yeah, I would have been cooking on this for so long if I didn't get to talk about it.
Yeah, like that was like what was so hard for me, as like I said, when this came out, I had that day off. I played it for 12 hours. I was at the end of like Act 1 and halfway through Act 2 before most people were playing it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And everyone I know, like, this game is huge and it deserves everything it's getting, but I have yet to have a chance to actually talk about everything, because the whole time, like, even when we were talking last week, we were talking about how much you loved Gustav, and I was like, he dies, and I couldn't say anything. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like I don't like. I'm very similar to you in that I usually relate better to the female characters. Like the dudes just usually annoy me.
Yeah.
But I was like, Gustav's a good guy, dude. He's a good guy.
He's a good dude, man.
Guy.
He's
Like
a good dude.
I want to be this guy's friend
Yeah.
so bad.
He looked cool.
I'll be your sucker friend
Did his
so
move
bad.
for those that came before and those that came after. What a Chad, dude.
I know.
Yeah,
For tomorrow, dude.
and that's like, I was just like, I'm so far ahead of everyone at work. I wanted to talk about this game with someone for so long, but yeah, we've been going now for like an hour and a half, and I don't feel like we would ever stop.
Yeah, we could just keep rolling. So yes, it's a 10. No, I think this is an 11 out of 10 game, and
Yeah.
I think that means this is a bar. A bar
has been thrown down. This is the best game since Bloodborne. This is probably.
I wouldn't fight you on that one bit.
Yeah, I think this is honestly in the conversation of, is this the greatest game of all time? So
I think that's going to be the thumbnail of this episode.
yeah, it is probably the greatest game of all time. So
Yep.
all
right, guys.
I can't
thank
imagine
you so much.
it not winning Game of the Year.
No, yeah, it has to sweep, especially with GTA leaving the year. And there's nothing else.
There's
fighting
nothing
it.
else.
Nothing.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody. We will hopefully come back next week with some Doom.
Yeah, I'm checking it out, so we'll see what happens. But that's on my next game to play list.
So, all right, guys.
Take care.